Alright, so repair skills. That is the attribute, the gear mod, or the brand set bonus. Now, for anyone who doesn't know what repair skills actually does, basically it increases the healing your skills do to others, their skill objects or your own, and yourself. They do not actually affect other players' skills, they do not affect their talents, and they do not affect regen. Okay, so just your skills. Now, one of the most common uses for repair skills is obviously in a full-blown healer build. You know, when you're stacking like your talents like Safeguard or Reformation or, you know, whatever you want to use. But generally, when you stack all this stuff, that is when you go into like the healing build territory. But it doesn't mean you can only use it as a healing build. And as you can see here on my healing build hive, I'm hitting basically for a base of 333,000 healing. And I get that from the combination of all my skill healing and my repair skills. So all I'm going to do is basically replace that healing backpack with just a hardwired backpack without any healing on it. And because of that, I'm losing about 50% repair skills. Now, since it's just 50% repair skills and not stacking with anything, you can see here on my healing, I'm going to 283. Well, if you're taking off 50% healing, why are you losing so little? And the simplest way to explain it is that healing works in kind of like an upside down triangle format. At the bottom, at the very, very bottom, you basically have your base healing. And that's basically the amount of healing that your skills will do without any sort of buff to them. So like if you took a full red build and looked at your healing, this is your base. Your base is roughly about 60k for the base hive. Now that's at level 40. And obviously if you're at level 30, it has a different base. And if you're at, you know, like level 5, it has a different base. So this is basically 60k at level 40. Now, when you go up a step, you get to skill tier. And this is basically whenever you invest in a skill tier, you get about 20% healing from whatever you're putting on. So if I replaced my my chest piece with just a skill tier chest piece, then you can see here my skill healing is actually going up by 20%. So now it's basically 71k, a little bit over. I think it adds about 12k per 20%. But again, like I said, it's an upside down pyramid, and the more that you add, you know, there's more layers, the more healing you'll get. But without more layers, if you just added 20% repair skill, you can see here that you are basically going to get the same amount of healing. So what I've done is basically just changed my chest piece again, except this one has a 18.8% repair skills on it, but it's still obviously got the weapon damage. So basically I'm changing skill tier for the repair skills. Now you can see here, it's a little bit lower because obviously it's not 20%, but it's still, you know, you could see that basically it does the exact same thing depending on the amount that you have, because it's just boosting that base and that's it. But now, of course, you may be wondering, how does that matter to me? What importance does this have for my build or what I choose to do? And this is just a very basic explanation of repair skills. So I'm not going into incredible depth. I will actually in my next video talk about a little bit more advanced mechanics with healing. But for now, all you really need to know is that if you are a full red damage build, if you have 6 20% repair skill rolls on, you basically get the same amount of healing as a full yellow damage build with tier 6 skill healing. So basically that 20% times 6 is obviously 120. And again, tier 6 skill healing is about 120%. So those two 120% increase your base healing by the exact same amount. Now, some people have no use for healing. Some people aren't going to be using it. Some people run in the team all the time and they have a full dedicated healer. But for the person who actually runs solo a lot of the times, this could actually be very important to you. I mean, if you generally use healing skills while you're by yourself, you know, having a little bit of healing definitely helps you. And finding ways to actually increase the amount of healing without using all your stats devoted completely to healing is incredibly important. And that's what I'll be getting into my next video. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, hit the subscribe button, ding the bell for notifications so you can see this pop up. And I'll see you in the next one.